The Pocono Family YMCA is proud to present Christmas in July at the Y, Making a Difference from a Distance. We will be hearing from Dr. Kim Yarnell, President of the Board of Directors, and Scott Peckins, CEO of Pocono Family Y. We are excited to introduce our 2020 award winners, Kimberly and Robin Smith, Youth Development, Dr. Jonathan A. Goldner for Healthy Living, and Rachel Moyer for Social Responsibility. Make sure to have your tickets handy for our raffle drawing. We would like to thank our sponsors for tonight's event. If you are interested in viewing this program, there is a link in the description. Thank you for joining us. We would like to turn it over to the board president, Dr. Kim Yarnell.
Good evening and welcome to Christmas in July at the Y, Making a Difference from a Distance. I'm Dr. Kim Yarnell, President of the Board of Directors here at the Pocono Family YMCA, and I'm joined tonight by our CEO, Scott Peckins. Like so many organizations, COVID-19 has caused us here at the Y to pivot and revise just about everything we do. Due to social distancing guidelines, we made the necessary and prudent decision to postpone and ultimately cancel our 2020 gala. Our theme for that event had been moving forward with 2020 vision. Tonight's event is part of our 2020 revision. Thank you for joining us.
Good evening. How's everybody doing? Thank you for coming. We appreciate it. I'm doing a lot of the thank yous tonight, so I first want to say thank you to our board of directors for all their time, their energy, and their passion. And I want to especially thank our superstar, Kim, right here. She's taken this gala on her back and run with it and done a fantastic job. So I want to thank her, but I can't say thank you to her without saying thank you to Bob, who's in the back room there. And Bob is also going to be our YouTube monitor, so if anybody at home is talking to Bob, that's who you'll be talking with. So I also want to thank the entire board. We've also got Judy Snyder from Corporate Cost Control, and we've got Rachel Burbank from ESS Bank here tonight, and her husband from ProGrade Computers actually set up the Wi-Fi for us in here tonight. So we want lots of thank yous, and I'm just starting right now. But and I also want to thank our staff. We have Kevin Hillman over there, who's an administrative assistant, and Stephanie Bush, who's a director of operations. And I'd like to thank all the staff, all the board members, because with that partnership, it's made the Y be able to do what we do for the community. So a big thank you for staff and the board. Thank you. The YMCA is grounded in 3 different pillars. The belief together of building a stronger community, and that's youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. And tonight we are honoring 4 folks tonight. We really appreciate it, that exemplify these values. Sister Robin and Kim Smith for youth development, thank you. Dr. Jonathan Goldner for healthy living, and Rachel Moyer for our social responsibility. So thank you, and I'm looking forward to the presentations tonight, and I think we've got a video tour and stuff like that, so we'll see. But later tonight, we'll be drawing the winning tickets for both the luxury French Manor package and, if the camera's moving, but they're not, but over here, for our basket of cheer or wagon of cheer, whatever you want to call it, a nice wagon to take home with you. So, moving forward, I got a few more thank yous before we get on with the show. So I want to thank our gold sponsor, which is Major Hyundai. I want to thank our Lehigh Valley Health Network, Pocono, for our exclusive health care sponsor. So I really appreciate the big guns helping us out. Silver sponsors is the Mattioli Foundation. And then we've got so many other thank yous to do, and I'll do them fairly quickly. So we've got First Keystone Community Bank. We've got Bob Kelly from Keller Williams Real Estate, who helps us out all the time. Elite Sales Consulting Group. We've got Heartland Global Payment Company, and I'd like to thank a shout out to Mike Riley, who's a board member, who has helped us with that as well. And our friend Veronica Murray from Cinder Bar and Grill, who has helped us out. Ann and Joseph Farter Foundation, We See Productions, thank you, helping us out now. Tepsi Print Marketing sponsor, ESSA for to programs to sponsor, and of course, I couldn't say without our big raffle ticket, the French Manor Inn and Spa. So that's my thank yous. I'm going to turn it back over to Kim. Thank you for coming here, and we really appreciate everything you do for the community.
Thank you.
Nataro Da Vinci from Major Hyundai in Stroudsburg. Ever since I invented Fastlane, they changed my last name to Da Vinci. Fastlane has changed how the world buys and sells cars. 2020 Kona SE all-wheel drive for $99.27. Bring your trade-in and I will give you up to $5,500 for it. We've got 0% financing for 72 months and no payments for 3 months. Go to Major Hyundai, Route 611 in Stroudsburg, or 24/7 on the web at majorhyundai.com.
Our Pocono Family YMCA first opened its doors right here on Main Street in Stroudsburg over 100 years ago. Over the years, countless children have come through our doors to participate in programs such as daycare, summer camp, before and after school care, youth sports, swimming lessons, swim team, and youth enrichment programs. As a former Y kid, I can speak from experience to the impact that the Y can have on a child. 40 years ago, I walked through that very door as an aspiring young gymnast, and to come full circle 40 years later and become the board president, I have said on many occasions that I feel it's my mission to ensure that every child in Monroe County has the opportunity for the Y to be part of their success story, the same way it's been part of mine. This year we have not one, but 2 individuals we believe exemplify the same passion for enriching the lives of our area youth. Kim and Robin Smith, through their Turning Hearts youth basketball program, have created an outreach ministry of Labor of Love USA in East Stroudsburg. The Basketball League is a competitive, affordable, and faith-based program running 9 weeks in the summer. The league is held in the evenings in the basketball courts at Dansbury Park, Monday through Friday. The league runs on community sponsors, making it affordable for all to participate. If a participant or a family struggles to pay the nominal fee to join, they often come and help out with the organization to pay for their tuition, which I think is great. What makes this league different is giving the community youth something fun and constructive to do in the evenings, which sometimes can be a time where they might not use their time as wisely as we would like them to. And in fact, the police department has done a study and found that they get fewer calls in the evenings when the kids are participating in this program in that area. So I think that's quite remarkable. Turning Hearts works very closely with the police department, holding unity in the community nights where officers and leaders can interact and even play ball with the youth, breaking down the walls between youth and the police, which, as we know right now, is critically needed. Kimberly Smith has used her infectious energy, public speaking on stages since 2008, across universities, public and private schools, and churches. Her message is geared towards waking up with purpose. She's been the director of Turning the Hearts Basketball League for 10 years, overseeing over 250 youth in that program. She runs exciting competitive games 5 nights a week at Dansbury Park, but her league extends far beyond the game of basketball. It provides a powerful outlet for youth, focuses on character development, and extends much needed help to the players and their families, many of whom are underprivileged. Robin Smith, blessed with an awe-inspiring gift, Robin commands a room with her voice. I've heard her sing, I can attest to that. As a singer-songwriter, she's been the musical guest for many events, including for local, state, and national leaders. Robin is the worship leader at Labor of Love USA in East Stroudsburg and is the main fundraiser for all of their community outreaches. She fundraises for Turning Hearts Summer Basketball League and reaches hundreds of youth and families in the community. She's the proud recipient of the 2017 Pocono Image Award for Community Music and Community Theater and the 2016 East Stroudsburg University's Young Alumni of the Year Award. And along with her sister Kimberly, they were featured in the Pocono's 40 Under 40. I think I was too old to be in that one. Congratulations to our 2020 Youth Development Award recipients, Kim and Robin Smith.
We've seen the concern in your eyes. You're scared, nervous, want to know if it's safe. The answer is yes. At LVHN, you'll see the extraordinary steps we take to get you the care you need safely. At all our facilities, you'll see temperature checks for everyone.
Sisters, yeah.
And we have the same parents. I'm just the bigger version of
me.
her.
Yep.
Exactly. When we go out, people will be like, wait, you guys are related? Because I'm the tall one, she's the short one.
Yeah.
But yes, we are sisters, and we are super proud that the Y chose us,
Yeah.
to take the award together. That's a first
Right,
for us,
yeah.
and I heard from Kim that's also a first for you guys. Okay, cool. Fun fact for all my history buffs out there. Did you know that the game of basketball was invented, he knows there, he's like, I know, by James Naismith, who, his boss at the Y in Boston, asked him to invent a game during the winter months over 100 years ago to do something to keep kids busy during the winter. Well, would you believe 100 years later what basketball has turned into? My point being, when your boss asks you to do something, don't overlook it like, history could be made. How awesome is that? So, a little taste of what we do down at the parks or at ESU, wherever we go. Something like this. There is no one like me. There is no one like me, like me, like me. Because no one on this earth has got your fingerprints, and what you need to do is see yourself like you're a legend. And when God made you, the gift he gave was heaven sent. You're going to do things never done before and represent. Yeah, that's just a little taste, but something, thank you. Music is an avenue. Sports is just an avenue, right? Our dad always told us, life on the court, that's the easy part. It's off the court, off of the field, off of the stage, okay? And so our job, what Kim and I have done, is we take that developing of their character and we use whether it's music or sports. It's pretty awesome. So our main message has always been, God loves you and has a plan for your life. And I love that because when a young person knows their worth and knows that they're valuable, there's a really good chance, less of a chance, for them to get caught up in the wrong crowd or making wrong decisions. And it's been so cool for us to witness that in so many different cases. So there's a lot more work to be done. There's always going to be work to be done when there's youth, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get an amen?
Word.
It's like there's so much work with young people, right? But listen, I've committed my life to bringing change and to bring purpose to people. And as long as God gives me breath, that is what I'm going to do. So anyway, I appreciate you acknowledging us. And I thank everyone at the board. I know Kim's next.
Hold
But
on
I'm
a
very
second.
thankful. Continue.
Listen.
You got to do both.
Okay. All right. So I teach the kids all the time, guard your heart.
Yes.
And we do this in a circle before every single game because Proverbs 4:23 says, above all else, which is my favorite part, above all else, guard your heart, because out of it flows the issues of life. So if garbage is going in, then garbage is coming out. So what are you watching? What are you listening to? Is it garbage? Well, put some good things in so good things can come out. If the eyes are the window to the soul, then what am I going to see, right? And when I was 14 years old, I played field hockey. My coach always taught me whenever it's a huddle, a timeout, you run to the circle, let's go. So if you see me hustling, I still do that, at the age of So, I just want to thank my mom and dad.
Mom, Dad, I actually wanted to
yeah.
thank you first.
Okay.
But
And just instilling, building relationships with people.
Yes.
And also the Kates, Kate and Katie, who have helped us do what we do, and our team at Labor of Love USA. And thank you again, the board here at the YMCA, for acknowledging us. It really is such a community effort. And so we actually send our kids, if we can't help them or they're too little, it's like, you got to go to the Y.
Yeah.
They can help you.
Yeah.
So anyways, God bless you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We've seen the concern in your eyes. You're scared, nervous, want to know if it's safe. The answer is yes. At LVHN, you'll see the extraordinary steps we take to get you the care you need safely. At all our facilities, you'll see temperature checks for everyone, that we sanitize every surface, and yes, you'll see that masks are required. What we look forward to seeing is relief in your eyes. Lehigh Valley Health Network. Your health deserves a partner.
Now more than ever, we see how health in our community affects every aspect of our lives. The Y aims to improve the nation's health and well-being by providing programs and activities that promote health, reduce the risk of disease, and help others reclaim their health. These programs and everything else the Y does are in service to making us and our communities healthier and stronger. Through community integrated health, we strive to strengthen the linkages between traditional healthcare and community-based prevention strategies through programs like the YMCA's Diabetes Prevention Program, in order to help individuals prevent, delay, or live better with chronic conditions. Our next award recipient has committed 33 years of his professional career to promoting healthy living here in the Poconos and abroad. Dr. Jonathan Goldner is the Associate Chief Medical Officer at Lehigh Valley Hospital Pocono, practicing internal medicine since he completed his residency at Lehigh Valley Hospital Center in 1987. He is board certified in internal medicine, critical care, and geriatrics. He was Pocono Medical Center's Chief of Staff from 2007 to 2011, and its Director of Critical Care since 1991. Dr. Goldner was honored as Pocono Medical Center's first Physician of the Year in 2006, and has been involved with helping to develop many of the hospital's new programs ever since. Dr. Goldner is a clinical assistant professor of medicine, both at Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine and Penn State College of Medicine. This year, Dr. Goldner completed his 13th medical mission to Guatemala and volunteers as medical officer with the National Disaster Medical System. He was recently deployed to Oakland, California, where he assisted with the federal response to treat the passengers of the Grand Princess cruise ship that were infected with COVID-19. Since returning in March, he's been involved with the care of those patients infected with COVID-19 at Lehigh Valley Hospital Pocono. His wife of 34 years, Lisa, is involved with home health nursing, and his two daughters are both physicians, both continuing their training as residents in internal medicine and pediatrics. Congratulations to our 2020 Healthy Living Award recipient, Dr. Jonathan Goldner.
Thank you. I think you guys got me beat because I'm not going to be up here singing. That's for sure. I wanted to thank the YMCA leadership for honoring me with this award. It really is very nice of them to even think of me to do that. I'd like to honor the memory of the 120 citizens in our community in Monroe County that unfortunately passed away from COVID-19 since March of 2020. I also want to honor all the healthcare professionals that I work with every single day at Lehigh Valley Hospital Pocono that go in, day out to take care of infectious patients without even thinking of themselves or their families. So, and talk about families, I think I cannot say enough about my family that puts up with me, and that's my wife Lisa and my two daughters Brianna and Haley. So again, I'm not sure why they put up with me, but they certainly do. I just ask everybody to be safe. Please wear your masks. They do work. Please do social distancing. COVID is still out there, and we want to prevent that second surge for sure around our area. So thank you again. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
One more.
The Pocono YMCA has been serving Monroe County for over 100 years through programs for youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. The Pocono YMCA's mission is to support and improve our community. We are living through uncertain times, but that isn't distracting us from our priorities. We have implemented many new procedures to ensure the health and safety of our members, volunteers, and staff. We have increased sanitation, reduced class sizes, and required temperature checks upon arrival. While things may look a little different here at the Y, we're still working to make a difference, and we can't do that without your support.
For more than 175 years ago, the Y was founded by a group of volunteers who wanted to improve their communities. Today, the Y volunteers and our supporters remain at the heart of our organization. We know that when we work together, we move individuals, families, and communities forward. The Y responds to society's most pressing needs by developing innovative, community-based solutions to help those in need to reach their full potential. We are committed to inspiring a spirit of service by uniting individuals from all walks of life to participate and work for positive social change. For Rachel Moyer, her call to action was the sudden and tragic death of her son, Gregory Moyer, nearly 20 years ago, from cardiac arrest during the halftime of a high school basketball game. It's believed that Greg would have likely survived had an AED been present that evening. Since then, the Moyer family has vowed to advocate for widespread availabilities of defibrillators. They set up the Gregory Moyer Defibrillator Fund in their son's name. Her mission began that night to place AEDs in all schools, public places, and police vehicles. Rachel's a former special education teacher in New York State. She left her job in 2007 to focus on teaching weekly CPR and AED classes. It's estimated that she and her family have trained more than 22,000 people in CPR and the use of AEDs. And together, they've placed more than 2,500 devices throughout the country, undoubtedly saving many lives. Congratulations to our 2020 Social Responsibility Award recipient, Rachel Moyer.
If I can get this off. It's an honor to be here, and I think when you are in the situation with 3 people that you know personally and you've seen in your community, it's more of an honor than you can imagine. I am so grateful, and I know at the hospital they have all kinds of AEDs when you walk in there, so I don't have to worry about them. But Kim and Robin Smith have an AED at their location when they bring people from the community out to play ball on a weeknight during the summer, that there is an AED there in case they need it. I did not know what an AED was when my son, 15, passed away. We were watching him play during the first half, and he played well, and I thought, he's only in 10th grade, and he's playing varsity, and he's very, very proud of himself, and we were proud. However, when one of the members of the team came out to get us at halftime, and they said, "Greg needs you," and I thought, oh my gosh, he put somebody in a garbage can, because he had a really good sense of humor. And when we went in, Gregory was on the floor. No one had started CPR. And as a teacher, at that time, it was about 18 years that I've been a teacher. I could take everybody's kid out for a fire drill, but I did not know how to do CPR on my own son. And now I think it's critical, and it's going this year on December 2nd, 2020, it's going to be 20 years. And I'm saying, when is it going to stop? When are people going to say, oh, they're so expensive? When Greg died, AEDs were automated, external defibrillators were $3,400 a year. Now, they're less than $1,500. When people see me coming and I have the presentation to do that you do need an AED at your business, you've got 50 employees, you've got 10 employees, you need an AED, and they're so expensive. I said, get out your phone. Let me see your phone. If they have an iPhone 10 or 11, I say, seriously, let's talk about AEDs that can save lives. I don't know how many lives that we've been responsible for saving, but we've really done a lot in other states, and Pennsylvania, hopefully this year, will finally get an AED law that requires AEDs in schools. There is as many as between 7,000 and 8,000 kids under the age of 20 that die each year from cardiac arrest. 365,000 people die every day. Yes, the COVID is bad, and the masks are important, but so are having AEDs in public locations, so you don't have to say to someone, where is the AED? You can see it when you walk into that building. So there's so much more that I have to do, and I know with the help of the community and what we have done, people see me coming in, they're going, oh no, not again, you know, like she's going to ask for money. But I don't feel as guilty about it as I did, because I feel like I have so much time left, and it's not that much time, but I am not done until there's an AED in every cop car, in every school, in every public building, every public park, and when they're in all our police cars. Most of the people in Pennsylvania don't know they're not in our state police cars. But you go to New Jersey and you go to New York, they have them. You know, it's just something that we can do. And I'm relying on people. I don't go anywhere without saying, where's your AED? Well, if you need help getting them, come to us. And we just donated 2 AEDs to the Pennsylvania Rescue, a group that are the ones that are trying to save the people out on the Delaware, or trying to save, you know, somebody's kid that, you know, is in a location they're not supposed to be. And it's the importance of us being able to do this, as well as the people that have been so generous. So I write grants all the time. We try to help the fire company and the police as much as we can, but we need everybody. So when you're thinking about, and I'm guilty of this too, when you're thinking about that extra dip on your ice cream, or when something happens, you go, like somebody's going on vacation, and sometimes I'll hear about the amount that they paid for the vacation, and I said, go into a smaller place and think about making a donation to the Greg Moyer Fund, because we take all of our money. There's no overhead costs. We take all of our money and we give it back to the community, but not only the community, to the state and to 50 states. And so I can say out of Greg's anniversary this year, I can say to him that we do have an AED from the Greg Moyer AED Fund in every state in this country. And what we're hoping that we continue to do this. And I told Kim Smith tonight when I was talking to her, I said, Kim, she said, what makes you do this? And I said, I'll tell you exactly what it was. It was a mother calling me up to say, I know how you feel. And I thought, how can she know how I feel? If you haven't lost a kid, you don't know. She said, I lost my daughter, but one night I had a dream. I was crying all the time. And I had a dream, and in this dream there were all these kids, and they had these beautiful big candles, and the candles were lit, and their faces were all aglow, and they looked so beautiful, except for my daughter. And I said to her, Angela, why isn't your candle lit? And she said, Mom, because your tears keep on putting out my flame. And that's the way I feel. And not until there's an AED everywhere that you all go will we ever stop trying to let the beat go on. So thank you tonight. This is such an honor. And I really do mean this from the bottom of my heart. I am so proud of the Y and my 37 years being affiliated with it, of all the good things that you've done. So thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So for the recipients, we have cases up here for your awards, which you can pick up after we finish up here. So what sets the Y apart from other organizations is that we don't turn members away because of their financial ability to pay for our services, whether it's childcare, summer camp, fitness, youth sports. In fact, in 2019, we gave over $200,000 in scholarship programs away to underprivileged families. So that means we also need to raise a lot of money in order to be able to do that. So for the last few weeks, we've been selling raffle tickets. And I want to thank everyone in the community that has purchased our tickets. We've raised somewhere between $3,000 and $4,000. We'll have to tally it up at the end of the night. We still had a couple tickets coming in this evening, but that will all go to support our scholarship program. So I would also like to thank the French Manor. They have donated an enchanted package. It includes a night stay in a balcony suite, champagne, chocolates, and roses in your room upon arrival, a $120 dinner credit, a $100 spa credit, and a gourmet basket for 2. Now, my husband and I won the same package at another fundraiser a couple of years ago, and I can tell you it was an extraordinary experience. So whomever is the lucky ticket holder tonight, you will definitely enjoy that. Our second prize is a wagon of cheer. I want to thank our board of directors. They all donated most of the bottles that are in our wagon of cheer. We also had some donations from local distilleries, and Renegade Winery had given us, they actually had donated a wine for the gala, and we were able to use some of it in the raffle instead. So the way we're going to run it is that we're going to pick 2 tickets. Whoever wins, whoever has the first ticket, we will notify them, and they will get to choose which of the 2 packages they want, and then whoever holds the second ticket will get the remaining package. So, Rachel, my board member, give it a little spin and pull a ticket for us. I know. How do we open it? And the first winner is Glenn Tomatessa. So we will notify Glenn and see which package he chooses, and whatever he does not choose will go to Anna Labar. So we will notify Glenn and Anna that they, their generous donations. So finally, there are many unknowns in the coming months regarding coronavirus and what things will look like for our communities and most especially our schools. What we do know is that working parents are going to need a safe place for their children to go and for school-aged children to do distance learning. And at the Y, we're committed to supporting our community's needs, but we need your help to do so. So the Christmas in July piece of tonight's event is that our staff has created a Christmas wish list for us, and today is July 25th, so Christmas in July. And you can go to Amazon.com, and we'll be posting that link on social media. We also have the link, I believe, is in the program from tonight's event, which you can also, is a digital program, so you can see that. But you can go to Amazon.com and view the wish list, and you can purchase items that we would need to support these programs, whether it's a pack of crayons or a basketball or something that we can use to support our members here at the Y. So please go to Amazon.com and help us so that we can provide those services to the community. Also, please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and continue to support our mission. Finally, I'd like to invite you to check out our website, PoconoYMCA.org, and see all the programs that we offer, what our membership options are, and on there is a donate button, so please, if you can, donate now. Thank you for joining us tonight, and congratulations again to all of tonight's award recipients. Thank you. Good night.